Hello from sunny South Africa, everyone. It's Hazel here. I have done my Inktober Zentangles. I've done the ones that I want to keep and I've put them in my journal. So I decided that I ought to share that with you because what I did was I copied from the little calendar the ones that I wanted. And then if I ever want more, I can go back and check on the calendar and of course look up the videos on Lavinia's channel. So I got a lovely gift from my South African subscriber Candice. She brought me a box, a whole bag full of stuff, a sort of happy mail on feet. And one of the things that she bought for me, that she gave me, is this pen set. And it's fabulous because it runs from 0.2 all the way down to 0.5. No, what am I doing? I'm looking at it upside down, so I've got it wrong. It's from 0.2 all the way up to 0.5 millimeters. So it's a lovely selection of pens, and they do appear to be permanent when dry. So that was a bonus. So we've got that, and then of course there's my pens left over from what I bought recently. Got my little brush. Oh, this is all about my pen case that I have now bought myself, and gathered together all my bits and pieces so that when I go on holiday in a couple of weeks' time, I will have something to do. So I've got a very old pencil, brush pencil, a rubber pencil, sorry, erasing pencil with a brush on the end. I've got a white charcoal pencil that I bought in a gift shop, at least a thrift shop the other day. I've got one of my blending tools, and I've got 3 pencils. So I'm pretty much over, and a sharpener and a rubber, one of those moldable rubbers. Lovely. First time I've had one, and I'm really enjoying having it. Okay, so what I've done is I have made a list of all the tangles that I've done, and this is the October date. So this is the numerical order in the book, in the journal, but these are the October dates of when these Zentangles were meant to be done. And this is the name, and then this is the day that I entered them into this journal. So I've been semi-efficient here. Okay, so now we go to page 1 for us, and the 2 Zentangles on here is number 26, which is Owl Peak. This was the sketch that I took from Lavinia, and I decided it kind of looked like a New Zealand tiki, you know, the little totems. So I made it into a tiki just for fun. Then this one is my all-time favorite, Toodles, and that was what I copied off Lavinia's work, And then this is the one that I embellished further. What did I do? I tangulated it. I think that's what you do. Okay, so that's the first two. And you see what I'm doing is I'm copying this from Lavinia in pencil. Then I fiddle with it down here so that I can decide how I will use it in my work. Like for example here, this is Lilife, number 9 on the Zentangle calendar. And this was the one that she showed us with the pencil. I think, there you go, that makes it easy for you to see. And this is how I changed it out, because I rather fancy using that as a strip. You know me and my strips, I love them. Then this one is Ole Ole, which I have already made a strip out of. If you remember, let me fish it out here quickly. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize there was so much attached. But there it is. That's the one I used, the one I did. I've just added a little bit more to this one by putting orbs in the spiral there. Okay, so that's the next page, and I'm rather loving this one. And now that I've got my, oh yes, I was waiting. The reason why it took me so long to get this together was I was waiting for my Temu order to come with the blending tool and so on. So now look here, using the blending tool for the first time. I had already done this one. I went back and put the pencil on and shaded. And I'm actually quite loving the way it turned out. Then, okay, this is a crazy one. This is in number 25. And what I did was here, I copied what Lavinia had done. And then here I started to play just to get an idea of what I was going to do. And then this is what I ended up with. Again, thinking only of strips. So that's quite interesting. Then this one is the Inktober, and this was Lavinia's sketch here. The sun is shining in. Sorry guys. There we go. That's a bit better for you. Yeah, that was Lavinia's picture, and this is what I ended up doing with it. Again, to make a strip. I'm rather liking that one as well. At the moment, at this point, you will see all I've got is my black pens, my pencils, and the white acrylic marker. I haven't added anything else in here yet. Ah, the butterflies. Here we've got Atria and bee fly. And there are the sketches. You can see that's the Atria and this is the bee fly. Again, copying what Lavinia had put on her videos, and then doing my own thing down here. And this also, I came back with my pencil and blender and just shadowed the edge of the wings, which I think is rather lovely. And this one I didn't do anything fancy with it. It was just the black and the white. My favorite, and what's fighting very hard to become the favorite. Okay, Mythograph. This was number 13 for the 13th of October. and it's what is on the front of my journal. I've just done another one without copying it exactly, and again, this one is not doesn't have any pencil or anything like that added to it. It's just the black pens, the white acrylic marker, and that's it. In here I got serious because here was when I had all my tools and I could play nicely. So what I've done here is this was from Lavinia. This was as far as I got. Starting to get a little bit lazy because thinking to myself, you know, this is actually 3 of the same thing. The only reason I put this in was because if you're doing it, like for example, if that was here, you wouldn't want the little tails to come out. So here, of course, you can see I've used the black pens. I've used the white charcoal pencil, not the white marker. Used the white charcoal pencil, and I think it was it's only a B2, this pencil, but of course I had my blending tool, so that is why this turned out so nicely. I actually love this one. And here we go again. This one is Orifox and Swissit. So again, I used my pencil and blending tool just to give some detail to the little faces. I think they turned out quite well. And then on here too, just to give it some depth and some dimension. There we go. Number 1, festoon, and number 2, seedways. Both of them, I was wondering if I was going to put them in the journal, but once I realized what I could do with them, you know, on here, when I'd done this, I thought, no, I'm definitely going to put it in, because look how nicely it turned out. I'm very thrilled. I think it's lovely. This is festoon, of course, and then this is seedways. Okay, here it gets fun. This one I actually haven't finished. I've just realized, looking at the picture, I skipped forward, I think, without completing this one. So I'll have to go back and finish that one. But this one is Shattuck. And you can see again, this is just done with the white charcoal and the pencil. And I've used the one with the curved lines because I quite like it, although I did copy the straight lines as well up here. Then this was my version of the poke heart. This I started to do, and then here I took it a step further, but as I say, it's incomplete, so I do need to come back and finish that. But it's another one that I think is actually rather lovely. And now I think we're at the end, but these two are the ones that I've really thrilled with. This one was a saving the day story, because what I actually did was I made a mess of the auras up here, and so what I did eventually was I took my acrylic pen, the white one, and I just kind of whited out all the crazy black lines that were all in the wrong place, and then I put the lines back, and then what I used was another acrylic marker. It's from the different set, and this is brown. This set is nice, but the colors are not intense. So this actually worked rather well on the packaging paper because it's quite a pretty brown. And then I used the white charcoal pencil and the graphite pencils to do the shading on the little seeds, and also to just add a bit of dimension to the edges. So that I was happy about. And then look at this. This I just love. This is IDOS, and this is number 31, the last one on the book. And I really went to town. I really went to town. I had the time of my life. I've got what is this one? Shattuck, I think. That one there. I've got the orbs, different kind of orbs. I've put in some spirals, and you see what I've put here. Except I've forgotten the name. Is it fescue? Yes, fescue. I put fescue in here. You see, I think it looks actually rather cool. That's what I've done there. And then the orbs, the spirals, the shattuck. This is a kind of a, what was this one called? A puffle, was it? Yes, puffle. This was kind of a puffle at the bottom here of all three of these. This one is just the white charcoal and the graphite, and then just straight lines, auras. I've forgotten what these are called. I call them petals because that's what they look like. So that's the IDOS, and that's the things from the Zentangle Inktober challenge that I wanted to put in here, because I do feel that I will come back to these. However, I do have the rest of my book. So in here, I'm going to be catching up with Lavinia on her, what's it called? I think it's called Zentangle with me, but her latest one. And I'm going to be putting those in here and using up the rest of my book with this. And with that particular challenge, what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to make a big sheet, and I've forgotten what it's called, where you've got the big sheet and you put all the Zentangles on one spot. So that's going to be my next move as far as Zentangles go. So I hope you enjoyed this. I've thoroughly hooked on Zentangles. I'm absolutely loving them, and I'm definitely it's going to be a big part, I think, of my mixed media art from now on, is going to be the Zentangles as well, because I do rather love them. Anyway, folks, thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you like what you saw. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I always welcome subscribers. And don't forget to comment, because I love the comments, and your comments guide me. You know, I know where to go next if you comment and suggest and so on. I'm always open to that sort of thing. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and bye bye.